I gotta tell you, I got some great feedback to my beginner's guide to anime videos. People commenting and messaging me saying that these videos help them get back into anime and also help them get their friends and family into anime as well. And when people tell me things like that, I just feel special that I'm able to share my experience with anime to the world and help them have a greater experience out of it. So I've decided to revamp my top anime list and not just do a top 10 or a top 20 like I've done before, because I've seen almost 500 anime by now. I can do a bit more than that. I can be the drill which pierces the heavens and make a top 50 anime list, and this is one beefy video right here, so I'm really hoping that there's plenty of anime here that would interest many of you guys, because it is all across the board of everything that I have reviewed and scored in the past. I've listed them in ascending order, and because this video does contain 50 different anime, I try to keep it as short as possible. If you'd like to learn more about any of these series, be sure to check out my anime review playlist in the description section below. I'm going to get out of the way now because I'm sure you want to see the list, so enjoy. Shigefumi is a supernatural drama set in a world where the dead can send messages back to the living in order to reveal secrets of their death, as well as final messages to their loved ones left behind. Seven Deadly Sins is an action comedy set in a fantasy world. The first half is filled with comical interactions and enjoyable, over-the-top fights. While I favor the first half over the second, it is still worth the ride. If you love monsters and big explosions, Guyver is for you. It's about a young man who stumbles upon a secret alien suit of armor which he uses to defend Earth from its alien threat. Your Lie in April follows the struggles of a teen attempting to overcome a tragic past of child abuse in order to gain enough confidence to play the piano again. Turn A Gundam is the spiritual successor to all pre-2000 Gundam series, and I'd only recommend this for fans of the franchise. One Punch Man is an action comedy following a hero who's become so powerful that he kills everything in one punch. Saitama defends his home from countless immensely powerful foes because, well, he's got nothing better to do. Shingeki no Bahamut is set in a fantasy world of gods and demons, following two ordinary humans on their quest to save this world from total destruction. I'd recommend this for fans of Samurai Champloo, considering our protagonists are so much along the same vein as Jin and Mugen. Rainbow is set in 1955 Japan, following a group of boys in prison trying to survive so they may one day be free and reach their individual goals. Great Teacher Onizuka follows the crazy antics of a rebel teacher, former leader of notorious bike gang. Only he can whip these misfit students into shape. This series is hilarious. Yu Yu Hakusho is easily one of the best shonen battle series to grace anime. It's the story of Yusuke, a spirit detective who along with his companions try to stop the most powerful demons from invading Earth. Do you like vampires? Well, you've never seen them like this. Shiki takes a swing at being the most realistic vampire drama I've ever seen, as a small Japanese village is slowly overrun by these creatures of the night. White Album 1 goes against the grain of your traditional harem romances as it focuses on college students. The protagonist is a lying, cheating bastard, plus the women and their stories are just as important as the protagonist himself. Yona of the Dawn tells the story of a princess exiled from her country after her father's assassination. Will she survive long enough to reclaim her country? I don't know, because there hasn't been a second season yet, but from what we have is pretty good. Black Lagoon is the story of a Japanese businessman who escapes his mundane life and joins up with a gang of mercenaries to travel the world where danger awaits around every corner. The Wallflower is a slice-of-life comedy revolving around a girl creepy enough to be in horror movies and her male roommates who wish to turn her into a proper lady. Beck Mongolian Chop Squad is the story of a teen who becomes acquainted with a rock band and finds himself through playing music. Bastard is an outrageous 6-episode action comedy following a sorcerer who wishes to turn the world into his ultimate harem. Dot Hack Sign is an adventure mystery set within the fantasy world of a virtual MMORPG as players try to discover the secrets behind a player trapped within the game. Space Runaway Ideon is a sci-fi drama following an ordinary group of people who stumble into an ancient mechanical device with unknown potential as they flee across the galaxy in order to escape their attackers. This is a must-see for any fans of mecha. Hellsing Ultimate is a 10-episode blood and gore, vampires and zombies popcorn flick which shouldn't be missed by any action junkie. What would happen if a demon lord were to lose his powers and get stuck working at McDonald's? We'll find out in The Devil is a Part-Timer. Shinsekai Yori is set within a mysterious world where humans have psychic powers, and that is really all I can say about this totally enigmatic experience, which keeps you guessing in every episode. Kids on a Slope follows 3 students who quickly become friends who bond through playing jazz music. It is a must-see for any fans of music or slice-of-life anime. Spice and Wolf is set within a fantasy version of 14th century Europe following an ordinary trader who's joined by a mystical god of good harvest on his journeys. The chemistry between Lawrence and Holo is both comical and heartwarming. Genshiken focuses on the lives of several college students who are crazy about anime, manga, and video games. There are many stories out there which feature characters who love anime, but Genshiken is by far my favorite, and the anime references here are far over 9,000. Rurouni Kenshin follows a wandering samurai in Japan's restoration period who wishes to create peace using his non-lethal reverse blade sword. Soon Kenshin is thrown into battle as faces from his dark past return. Psycho-Pass is a sci-fi crime story which focuses on a team of police who practically enforce laws based on thought crime. Fans of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex will feel right at home with this one. Toward the Terra is set in the distant future when Earth has been abandoned due to pollution and humanity has been divided by evolution. Witness these two sides battle it out as they try to make their way back home. This is an anime science fiction fans must see as it is a hidden gem. Death Note is the story of a young man who's gifted the power of a death god and uses it to rid the world of all he deems evil, and only one man stands in his way, a legendary reclusive detective bent on serving the world his own brand of justice as well. If you like action comedy, then JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a must-see. It follows the comical antics of the Joestar family on their adventure to rid the world of various enemies. This is truly a bizarre experience. Berserk follows the life of a young man who lives on the battlefield, soon introduced to a seemingly unstoppable group of mercenaries led by a man with tremendous ambition. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex follows several members of a special police unit who combat complicated crimes in their cyberpunk world where the average human has cybernetic augmentations. Monster follows a Japanese doctor in post-Berlin Germany who unknowingly saves the life of a young child who becomes a serial killer and takes everything away from him. It's up to Tenma to track down the serial killer and put an end to this reign of terror. If you love crime dramas, then Monster is a must-watch. Dragon Ball is an action comedy following the adventures of young Goku, who travels the world in search of the Dragon Balls, which have the power to grant any wish. Will this immense power fall into the hands of evil, or will some piggy get a nice new pair of panties? What you'll find is beyond belief. Kemonozume is Romeo and Juliet, but with flesh-eating monsters and monster-hunting samurai. Watch as two lovers from opposing sides come together for one extraordinary experience filled with action, comedy, and romance. Neon Genesis Evangelion is the story of Shinji, a young boy chosen by his neglecting father to be the one who gets in the fucking robot. While Evangelion revolutionized mecha in terms of animation, it's best seen as a story which involves heavy character drama instead of fast-paced action. Mobile Suit Gundam follows the events of the One-Year War and is the story which started it all, forever changing the way we see mecha anime. Rose of Versailles begins just before the events of the French Revolution and is told through the perspective of Oscar, who is stuck between it all, watching her country fall into ruin from all sides. Gundam War in the Pocket is set during wartime on a neutral space colony as a young boy gets mixed up with Zeon soldiers sent to spy on their colony. If you want to start Gundam War in the Pocket, it's a great place to start. Samurai Champloo follows two samurai with heavily contrasting personalities who become indebted to follow a young woman as she searches for the Sunflower Samurai. This show beautifully mixes styles of hip-hop with traditional Japanese culture. Here you'll find both action and comedy around every corner. Kino's Journey is the episodic adventures of Kino, who travels from country to country where each episode offers a unique experience. This is an anime filled with philosophical undertones. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood follows two young boys caught in between a war and conspiracy on the search to restore their bodies after a tragic accident while attempting to revive their late mother with alchemy. Cowboy Bebop follows the struggles of a group of mysterious bounty hunters in a solar system where crime is rampant and the jobs are abundant. Despite its appearance, this show focuses more on character interaction than action itself. Welcome to the NHK is the story of Sato, a reclusive man who suffers from both social anxiety and depression. Will he break these chains, or will the perverse nature of Japan's moe culture sink him deeper into madness? Golden Boy is 6 episodes of rib-busting comedy following the antics of Japanese pervert Kentaro, who travels Japan performing odd jobs, worshipping toilets, and sucking ass in a swimming pool. It may not be for everyone, but it is certainly worth a watch. Serial Experiments Lane is a psychological mystery following a young girl's existential crisis in coming to terms with her place in the world, adapting to the information age. It's only 12 episodes long, but this is one you'll have to see twice. Kaiba is an adventure mystery set in a world unlike anything you've ever experienced. Not only will it keep you guessing with its non-linear narrative, but it invokes viewer introspection as it tackles several moral issues. Like Lane, this is an anime you'll need to see twice, but this is far less intimidating. Paranoia Agent is a psychological mystery which acts as a multi-tiered story. On its surface, it's a supernatural murder mystery, but looking deeper, it's actually filled with allegory, which dissects Japanese pop culture and mentality. SDF Macross follows a reluctant fighter pilot forced into the depths of space and thrust into war with a mysterious alien civilization. You'd expect a story like this to be simplistic, yet it's anything but. Macross fully articulates the lives of its crew and manages to incorporate one of the few properly written love triangles that I've seen in anime. This story is one that's not to be missed. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is the story of a galaxy at war, split between the Rebel Free Planets Alliance and the Galactic Empire. Although this is a dialogue-heavy series, if you're looking for a story with massive scope and countless highly detailed characters that the story isn't afraid to kill off, you need look no further. Lastly, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, which I really hope you did, because this is currently the biggest project that I have ever edited, so if you enjoyed it, it would mean a lot if you would subscribe and also hit the like button. If you have friends who you think might enjoy some of these shows, then be sure to spread the word about these with them as well. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments section below, along with some of your favorite anime, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.